to tonight's film. I'm sorry I can't be with you here this evening, but I just wanted to chat to you a little bit before tonight's film, just to tell you a little bit more about the movie if you haven't seen it. A lot of people have seen it, a lot of people have never heard of it. If you've never seen it, you are in for a treat. And if you have seen it, it'll be like revisiting an old friend, because it really is a cracking movie. So what can I tell you about the film? Well, it was based on a book called American Hero by Larry Bernhardt, who wrote it in 1993. And it was based on a story that might be about George Bush being re-elected. That was the premise of it. Didn't do particularly well, and then it was brought back up by David Mamet, very brilliant writer, worked on things like American Buffalo, a lot of stage work. He really is a very unique writer, but on screen, his work, his words are real mastery, and you'll see that through the script, how well honed it is as a film. So Wag the Dog is a strange title. It comes from an English phrase, which is, why does the dog wag its tail? Because a dog is smarter than its tail, and if the tail was smarter, it would wag the dog. So make of that what you want, but that's the kind of basic premise of it. So it was released in 1997 after a shoot of only 29 days. Pretty amazing that they shot all of that, 29 filming days, and a lot of, because everyone was very busy. I mean, in this film you have 6 Oscar awarded actors. So there's Robert De Niro, there's Dustin Hoffman, there's Robert Richardson, Kirsten Dunst, Woody Harrelson, William H. Macy, all, you know, an amazing cast. Kirsten Dunst, very sort of early on, she didn't get an Oscar in this. She won it recently actually, for Best Supporting Actress in The Power of the Dog. Dreadful movie. Hopefully that will never make it to film night. But the film was released in 1997, and why is that date important? Because that was a month before the Lewinsky Clinton story broke. And if you look at when that real life story happened, in that same month, the Clinton administration bombed Sudan, a big depot in Sudan, to try and take the heat off. When he was impeached, that very week, that very day, they launched an airstrike in Iraq. So it's a common thing. So this idea of using political power to create subterfuge to take the heat off things is not uncommon in political history, both in this country and sort of worldwide, really. So that was quite interesting that happened. In fact, during filming, I think week 3 of filming, Robert De Niro, Barry Levinson and Dustin Hoffman were in a hotel that Clinton was staying at, and Clinton invited them to dinner. So you can imagine the conversation. They obviously didn't know about this, the Lewinsky scandal, but Clinton actually said to them, what is the film about? Everyone looked quite blankly, and apparently Dustin Hoffman did a tap dance. I wonder whether he had a further conversation with them when the film was released. Who knows? But it is a lovely film, and it's political satire at its best. In fact, a critic, when it had a re-release in 2020, when I think it went on to Netflix, said it's very comforting to watch this. It's just as comforting in 2020 to watch this with Donald Trump at the helm. So there we go. It's history repeats itself, and Wag the Dog stays very, very true. So shot in just 29 days, a budget of 15 million. It did really well at the box office, made $64.5 million, $64.5 million. Dustin Hoffman was nominated for Best Actor and won Best Supporting Actor in a non-Oscar nominated film, and won. The film won a host of awards at the Green Bear Awards and lots of other amazing Berlin Film Festival and things. Did really, really well indeed. You'll see some other sort of favourite people in there, like Willie Nelson cropping up, playing Jimmy Dean, the character, sort of almost like himself, creating this this sort of country and western song and things. And in fact, the shoes you see them throw up over the telegraph wires were apparently only just removed when the wires were replaced just last year. So they've been up there all this time and things. So it's a really quirky, clever film, and if you look at the political backdrop at which it was launched, my goodness me, it's amazing that it wasn't that it was ever released, but it was released, and you can see how history has repeated itself throughout the entire piece. So enjoy the show, enjoy the film, and as usual, we'll have a little interview interval halfway through, but you're in for a treat. So good night.